Okay, I remember I was explaining why self-love is important and why it's kind of the foundation. And I mean, I think I think this is what religion is saying, and spirituality is saying. A large part of what they're saying is that the only thing you always have with you is you. Everything else is noise. And if you love you, then you will always have love, because you will always have you. So the foundation for reliable, you can still not love yourself and love other things, but it's ephemeral, it's transient, it's built off of sandy foundation. You need to ground yourself in love, and then you can cast your lovely net. I don't know whatever you can do what you want to do, but it begins with yourself. And I've not always had love for self, and it's very difficult to explain and understand as well, because at the time it didn't quite feel like I didn't love myself, because I didn't know what loving myself was supposed to feel like. And the mind has these blind spots, and I think this is an example of one. Like, if you've not experienced something, then you cannot know you're missing it, and the mind has so many blind spots that some of them need to just be accepted, because they're such a part of you that it would be unrealistic to expect that you can purge yourself that deeply. But you need to learn to find the patterns of your thoughts. If you could, for example, if there was some invisible filter that had little spots, and each spot was like a chameleon spot. You couldn't really see what was behind it, but it looked, you couldn't see. It would, like, if a bird flew into that spot, then your brain just goes, okay, a bird flew through there, but you didn't actually see it. Your brain just like fills in the gap. It's like a filter in front of your eyes. If you were able to kind of like, what you need to be able to do is cast your perception and throw a torch from elsewhere and have a different angle of view come in, and then you can see the spots that you're missing, and you can watch the irregularities in your own thought. You can learn the pattern of your thought, and then you can see where the non-love thoughts are coming in from. You can kind of plug the gaps in your hull, whatever metaphor you want to use. But this is the know thyself and be free. This is you know thyself and understand thyself truly, and with that will come love. And even if you still have, like, I still have blind spots, and I still have blind spots that I haven't discovered, and I have blind spots that I have discovered, but I can't get rid of them. I don't know how to get rid of them quickly anyway. I'm working on it, and I can talk about how another time. But just knowing and accepting the blind spots, and saying, like, for me, if I'm lost in thought and someone distracts me with something, I'm very likely to be unpleasant and come out hostile, and I was having a great time in my own thought, and now you dragged me down to earth, basically. And I can be very like snappy and like cutting comment, or like just something. I'm not positive when I come out from that, because I'm like, get the fuck away from me, I'm trying to think about stuff. And that is a mental blind spot, because that's irrational, because that person was there the whole time. That person didn't know I was elsewhere in myself. It's an irrational thing. Therefore, it's a blind spot, and I just need to get so good at practicing not doing that, and just thinking about not doing that, and being aware of not doing that, that it kind of slides away, and I just kind of do it less and less, and then I feel so proud of myself. And then no matter what, I can look back on the fact that I'm feeling proud of myself. Like weight loss is a good one. Like I used to be, I can show you the photo, I used to be 40 kilograms heavier, and weight loss was the best thing I ever did in that. Like, not because when I was, now that I'm kind of a good weight, it's not that my life is now better as a result and people treat me better, and if anything, people treat me harsher, and I still forget that I'm skinny and I still feel fat, and then people are kind of like assume me to have been someone who's like one of those guys who was always kind of lean and whatever, and I was like, no, I used to look like that. Can you see? Hopefully the lens works. That's the behind. Sorry, red filter on my phone for after dark. And that's a good thing, and like kind of a personal accomplishment. It's like just